She, her, hers, ze, here, hears, he, him, his, they, them, theirs. Preferred pronouns, should we use them or not? There are two sides that Christians fall on regarding this issue. On one side, there is the reasoning that in order to love people well, we should use the preferred pronouns that they choose. This is a way to respect them and not alienate them. It's a way of being respectful, and it allows relationships to grow and walls to come down so that through long-term friendship and multiple conversations, they can talk to them about Jesus. And I totally understand that view. And on the other side, the reasoning of Christians is that preferred pronouns should not be used because that is a false reality. Or in other words, a man cannot become a woman and a woman cannot become a man. Gender isn't fluid no matter what the media or pop culture says. And even if you can change some of your physical anatomy, you can't change the chromosomes in your DNA, which are ultimately male or female. And so by using preferred pronouns, you are affirming a false reality that won't help that person who is questioning their gender, but actually continue to support them in a lie. And I totally understand that view as well. So there are a couple of things I want to address here. But before I do, I want to make sure that if you're watching this video today, and at the end of this video you don't agree with me, I want you to know that that's okay. I'd love to hear your thoughts on why you're on the other side. This issue is so new to all of us, and today my goal isn't to cause division or offend anyone, but I'm simply trying to be faithful to Jesus. So first off, I think it's important to evaluate the power of words. Words are extremely powerful, aren't they? I'm sure you've all heard that old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." And you all equally know how false that is, because words do have power. They have the power to bond people together or the power to split them apart. And if a man says to a woman, "I love you," that means something. Or if someone mocks you, makes fun of you, calls you stupid or ugly, that means something too. So in acknowledging how powerful words are, we can see that there can be a real danger and potential harm in using words that aren't true to reality. I'm reminded of watching America's Got Talent as a kid. And of all the people who'd been told their whole lives that they were talented or had great singing voices, and they would get up and they were actually not good at all. They'd been lied to their whole life, and even though they really felt like they were good, they weren't. So you can see that telling someone what they want to hear isn't in their best interest if it's not true. And the truth about gender is that it is binary, as Jesus himself said in Matthew 19:4. "Haven't you read the scriptures?" Jesus replied. "They record that from the beginning God made them male and female." We have to understand that people are starting with two totally different ideas when they look at the issue of gender. Some are trying to say that gender is on a spectrum and it doesn't necessarily correlate with one's biological sex. But that completely contradicts everything Jesus and Scripture teaches. And secondly, as many of you are already figuring out, this is going to become more and more of a defining issue as we move ahead. Not only in personal life, but also in professional life. Different companies and businesses are now buying more and more into these lies, and you could lose your job if you don't refer to someone by their personal pronouns. So I want to acknowledge something here. I'm not in a place where I would lose my job or my ability to support my wife and 2 kids, so I can't speak out of real-life experience. But as of now, I will not refer to someone by their personal pronouns. However, that doesn't mean I will be disrespectful or rude. I will only refer to them by their name. You see, I think there's a way around this whole issue because names aren't necessarily gender specific. So in closing, I don't think it's wise or helpful to use preferred pronouns. Again, this is not out of a place of wanting to be rude or disrespectful, but out of a place of not wanting to lie to them and say that they can deny the truth behind sexuality. And as a solution, you can avoid using pronouns and lovingly only refer to them by their name. I think you can still show someone that you love them and care for them without using their preferred pronouns at all. And long-term relationships where the gospel can still be proclaimed can still take place. Well, I hope this helps. And again, if you disagree with me, that's okay. Please respectfully leave your thoughts below.
If you want to learn more about this topic and many others, or about our cost-free stint internship, visit tobecker.org/stint.